host, Jewel Faguni, and we're with the iconic, the amazing Tia Marie. Tia Marie is an established model and an up-and-coming actress, and I'd love for her to tell you more about herself.
Well, piggybacking off what Jules said, yes, I'm an established model. I am a multi-talent, actually, so I can sing, I can dance, I can rap. I can do a lot of things, and I'm embarking on them slowly but surely. So it's like my goal is to touch really every single thing that I know how to do. I want to take my time with it. I don't want to have like overnight success. I want to be patient with it, because longevity is a big thing with me, and I don't want to have like a short success and then it's like, like a one-hit wonder.
Exactly.
And then that's it. Like, no, I want to be here and stay here for a long time. So that's really the goal. So.
Period. Okay, period. So we're going to talk about what it means to embrace all of your seasons. Okay. But before we do that, drum roll, please. We have the Goblet of Smiles. All right, in this section, you're going to pick a question, and the goal is for it to bring a smile to you and to the audience. So,
okay,
come on, Tia Marie. Yes. Do.
Okay. It says, what is your favorite cereal? I got a lot of them.
Okay, go ahead.
I like Fruity Pebbles. I like Lucky Charms. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
I like Fruit Loops. Mm-hmm. But Fruity Pebbles is my top favorite one. So
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
I like Cinnamon Crunch. What's the cookie dough? What's the cookie one?
I know which one you're talking about. I just don't know the name of it.
The cookie crumble, cookie something.
I think that's it. Cookie Crunch.
Cookie Crunch.
Yeah. The little chocolate chip cookies. Like, yeah.
Y'all can agree behind the scenes.
Cookie Crisp.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know.
Okay.
I thought it was Cookie Crunch.
Look. So, yeah, I think that's my favorite. But I'll be honest. Yeah, those are my favorite. Right now I'm eating Raisin Bran.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, it's good when you put like the sugar, but I'm trying not to put the sugar. I'm in a healthy format right now, but honestly, if I could just eat cereal, I'd eat Cookie Crisp. Anyways, yeah.
I bang the Raisin Bran without the sugar though. Is that bad?
No,
I eat it.
You like it without the sugar? So I eat it without the sugar, but you like it?
Yeah, I love it without the sugar.
Wow.
Like, it's naturally good. Like
that's amazing. I respect that. I have a really big sweet tooth, so.
Me too. So that's weird.
Look, I guess it works. Period.
Yeah, it works.
So let's dive in, all right?
Okay.
Period. So let's talk about what it means to embrace all your seasons. Like, you started off with dancing, and then it was comedy. Now it's modeling and acting, and you just do so much. Like, walk me through your journey as a creative and discovering Tia Marie.
Well, for starters, I don't like the cold, even though I'm a winter baby, so I'm embracing winter right now.
It's chilling here.
Yeah. Really, I kind of realized I was multi-talented at like a very young age. Mm-hmm. But, being a kid, you don't know how to embrace all that. You don't know how to take all that in being a kid. You just thinking like, okay, I know to do this, this, and this, And oftentimes I got criticized for it, surprisingly enough. Yeah, like I got criticized, teased for sitting at the front of the class in school or...
Wow.
Like being the first one to turn in my school or, little stupid stuff like that.
They were jealous.
Yeah. And it's like growing up, it's like, I don't know, in the entertainment industry, it's like when you find somebody that's multi-talented, you want to try to, okay, well, what's that one thing? And then you want to try to put me in that box. And it's like, I don't know. I really believe and I'm really big on I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Period. Yeah.
So I feel like being multi-talented, I took that a little too literal. I ain't gonna hold you.
As you should, though. As you should.
It's like anything I put my hands on, I can actually do. So it's like, if I want to be a plumber, I'll go do it. Like, for real. I started off singing when I was like 9. Okay. Dancing came before singing. So it's like I was dancing in elementary school.
Okay.
Doing little dance performances. Then I got in high school doing little talent shows and stuff like that. I was singing, doing talent shows and stuff like that. I started off singing in church.
Okay.
So that's how
that makes sense. Okay.
That's kind of how I got into it. Then I started rapping when I was like 17, and rapping really stemmed from me doing poetry.
Okay.
And I've been doing poetry since 10 years old.
Okay.
And I still got the very first poem I ever wrote.
Tell me more about it. Like the first poem you ever wrote.
Well, unfortunately, my dad passed when I was very young, when I was 4, and I wrote the poem to him.
Wow.
And I still have it. I still read it from time to time, but it's like, now that I'm grown, I have like a whole notebook full of poems that I write myself. And my poems are very personal to me, so like I don't share them with nobody.
I feel.
But that's kind of where my rapping talent came from. So it's like language arts in school was like big for me, onomatopoeias and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I really liked syllables and rhyming. Like that really clicked with me in school. So it's like, okay, I come up with a bar and then I rhyme that with another, and you see I can go far and I'm a star, and you know, like,
Okay, I'm
stuff
already
like
like, yes.
yeah, so it's like all of that fuse in like music, you know, singing, dancing, rapping, all of that fuse in music. But modeling and acting, that fuse in entertainment. So it's like when you really put 2 and 2 together, it's like, dang, okay, this is kind of like an entertainment industry type of thing I got going on. So it's like being a kid, that was my dream. Like, yes, I was a Disney kid. Yes, I love Hannah Montana. Just to let y'all know.
Go Hannah Montana. Best of both worlds, which is kind of what you're talking about. But go on.
So it's like seeing like Miley Cyrus on TV and the whole Hannah Montana thing. I'm like, dang, I really want that. I really want to do that. And whole time not knowing to me, I was finna grow up and actually do that.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy, but I don't know. I think embracing all your seasons mean just learning who you are and what you comfortable with. Like, as I got older, I seen the entertainment industry for what it really was.
And what is that for you? What did you see it was?
Well, you know how stuff go down in Hollywood, and I wanted to be protected from that. Like, I ain't trying to come in Hollywood and do nothing extra, but I still want to share my talents with the world and show my love for my craft. So I still do it. It's just, I'm going to take my time and I'm not going to jump into this like how everybody else did. So
I like how you talk about, like, you want to take your time, and it seems like you're very aware of yourself, which kind of ties with the fact that you're very passionate about speaking about mental health. Like, what does that mean to you, and why do you think it's so important, especially in this industry?
Man, cause if you don't watch out, the industry will get you.
It will get you.
It really will. Like, not only that, you can't be naive. Like, you got to be aware of scammers. You got to be aware of people trying to play you and finesse you in the industry. So it's like, more people need to take mental health seriously, which they don't, and that's kind of bad. Growing up on the south side of Chicago, like, being from the hood, technically, it's like mental health ain't really talked about. It ain't really considered, you know what I'm saying, like that, which is bad. I don't think that's a good thing at all. But I just feel like I don't know, I just really paid attention to my mental health. Not only that, I've dealt with a lot in my life. Not only with my father passing, I lost my grandmother. Unfortunately, my brother just passed 2 years ago. So it's like I've dealt with a lot of grief, and I deal with depression, and I deal with anxiety, like stuff like that. So a lot of times when you don't see me in a lot of these rooms, it's because I'm at home chilling, and that's better for my mental health. I'm at home with my family. I'm at home with my mama watching TV or something. Like, that's what makes me feel better versus being in 1,000 of these little networking parties and industry parties and all that. And it's like, it ain't really my vibe.
Like, you want to make sure you're protecting yourself, because no one would know that you've been through so much because you always come in positive. That's how I know you. But also, like, I just really admire and applaud you really prioritizing yourself, because that's what's going to take you far. Because ultimately, you got to be happy with yourself, you know? So I guess my thing is, how do you make sure you surround yourself with the right people? Because like you said, this industry can be tough.
Yeah.
And you don't, like, you know, those networking parties, sometimes that's not the way to go for you. So, like, how do you go about building meaningful connections?
It's not what you know, it's who you know. Like I met you. Like, you're great, positive energy.
Thank
like
you.
I'm really grateful for meeting you and other people like you, because in this industry, you don't meet a lot of people that are sweet, kind-hearted, with good energy and stuff like that. So I really cherish you and people like you, like us. You feel
I cherish you.
Because
like, girl,
you don't come across people like that in this industry. A lot of people are like, especially with the modeling, a lot of people are like fake, think they better than you know, all of that. And I don't move like that.
Tell me more about that, especially being a Black woman in the modeling industry. Like, what is that like?
Being a Black woman in the modeling industry is already kind of tough, because it's like there's this standard. Like, you know, society and beauty standards and all that. There's this standard. So it's like you have to fit this standard and this description, and if you don't fit it, then we ain't gonna rock with you like that. And it's just like, for example, like I told you before, I've been turned away due to me having tattoos.
And look at them, they're beautiful. Okay,
due to me having tattoos, and like I have more than this, and like people have turned me away because of that. Oh, you got the tattoos, that's not our look. But it's just like, it's big names in Hollywood right now with tattoos, and they making it, and it's just like, what's the discrimination? My tattoos, they don't hinder my talent. They don't hinder my growth, and they don't hinder me as an individual. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it shouldn't be no discrimination against tattoos. It really shouldn't be no, like how, for example, colorism.
Yes.
It's messed up in the industry. So it's like, I don't know. I kind of want to be that one light-skinned girl to break it. I ain't going to hold you. I do. Because it's like, what do a person's skin color got to do with anything? Like, that's what I mean by mental health, because a lot of problems we go through, like as a society, really stem from mental health. Yeah. But people don't take it like that. It ain't no reason you should have an issue with somebody because they got tattoos, or because they skin color lighter or darker, or because you a different race. I don't know. All of that don't matter to me. It's about you and your character as a person. That's what I pay attention to when I'm meeting people. Like, you a good person, you sweet, you kind. You not in this for yourself. You're really in it for the people, and you really show you care. Then it's like, okay, I can vibe with you, I can rock with you. But if you like selfish, one-sided, nah, just stay over there.
Exactly, because it's like, we don't have room for those vibes. Yeah, we don't have room for those vibes. No. But I will just say this. I wish more people had the mindset of taking things as they are and really like absorbing people. But I also understand there's a lot of history, especially like in our community, around colorism, around like the way we interact with each other. And so it's like, how do you balance that but still approach things with empathy, you know?
Well, yeah. I would say it's just, I mean, I'm aware that it happens, and I'm aware, I'm aware of what it is. But I think it's important just to still treat people equally.
100%.
Everybody deserve a fair chance. So it's like, okay, colorism happens, but I'm still finna show you some love.
Exactly.
Like, that don't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. And I feel like my goal, or what I would love for especially generations to come, is to have that mentality where it's like, cool, that's what happened, but that doesn't have to impact our relationship. Yeah. That doesn't have to impact the way we interact with each other, because we're humans at the end of the day, and that's how we should approach it.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly. I guess it's just how other people act, and it's just a thing of me embracing all my seasons and me being comfortable in myself. So it's like, okay, well, I see you acting like a certain way. I'm just going to fall back because that's not who I am. And I'm not finna stoop to your level or mirror back to you, I guess I could say. Mirror that back to you, because it's not in my character. It's not who I am. So usually when I just meet like people like that, I just kind of move to the side. I just, all right, you got it. You got it, partner. It's
exactly.
Okay.
Period. Were you always like this, though, in terms of like being able to, part of me wants to say stand your ground, but really know like what works for you? Like for me, I tend to be that person that people pleases. I'm getting better at it though. Okay, because we're growing up. But like I know I've been in situations where I used to like sacrifice my peace or comfortability just because I'm like, okay, I got to do what I got to do for this conversation or to meet this person. But I've started to be like, nah, if it's not for me, what's for me is for me. Like, when did you start doing that? Has this always been you, or like, did you have to grow into like, these are my boundaries?
No. I'm not
I love it.
Not at all. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to be a hard people pleaser. Like, that's what's crazy. I used to really lack boundaries. Like, I used to rug. Like, used to be a rug. People used to just do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I feel that.
Yeah. Like, to all my people out there, set boundaries.
Please.
Set your standards high, because it's like, when you know who you are and you know true, like you true to yourself, can't nobody tell you who you is. Because you already know. You feel me? Like, when you know your worth, can't nobody put a price tag on you. You feel me?
Somebody quote that, Snaps. No one can put a price tag to it if they, period.
But yeah, and it's like, I don't know, when I became like a late teenager, like 17 to like 19, I really stopped all of that, because I had to sit there and think, like, and it's crazy, I was this hyper aware and this hyper active when I was this young. You know, a lot of teenagers not aware of stuff like that.
Exactly.
I don't know, I just took a look at myself and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. It's either you or me.
Exactly.
I can't keep doing this for the rest of my life, because I know what I want and I know what I want to do. Like, I can't keep doing that. So it's like, I stopped the people pleasing and I started setting boundaries, and people started getting mad.
And it's
family members, friends, jobs, everybody started getting mad.
Interesting.
And I let them stay mad because it's like, here's the
Period.
thing. How you mad at me for doing what's best for me? You say you love me, you care about me, and you know what's best for me. You can't be mad at me for me doing what's best for me.
Exactly. I feel like that's the biggest red flag in relationships, like
Yeah.
especially friendships where it's like, hey, I'm prioritizing myself. And if you're mad at that, were you really there for me?
Right. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm friends with somebody and you setting boundaries, I can never get upset at that.
Exactly.
If anything, I'm going to be proud and I'm going to cheer you on because
Yeah.
you're growing up. Like, that's beautiful. I've lost friendships. I've lost relationships.
I feel
I've
that.
cut connections with certain family members. And it's just like, I mean, honestly, I would rather do that than to sit there and compromise my mental health and my time and my sanity and my peace for somebody who's not even going to care about it anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, if it ain't good for you, let it go. Honestly. Now, ain't nobody...
Period.
Don't go out there cutting your mama off because she
Please.
ain't let you do whatever. Don't do that, okay? Don't be out there.
Shout out to the moms. Love you, mommy.
I love you, mom, but don't be out there cutting good people off. Now, that is not at all what I'm saying. But them people that, for example, you the last minute friend, or you're the last minute person, or they choose that other person over you. You cut those type of people off. People who don't care about you, people who don't prioritize you. You feel me? Like, those are the people you cut off. Because, I mean, they ain't gonna care no ways.
Exactly.
I don't know. I be thinking about what Medea said. Like, put everybody in your life in the category of a tree. Some people are like the roots in that tree. They gonna stay there no matter what and help that tree grow and nourish. Some people are like the branches on the tree. They'll make you think they gonna be there, but then as soon as the wind blow too hard, they gonna
Bye.
fall off and
Yeah.
then they gone. And then some people are like leaves.
They just come and go.
They just here, and then the wind blow, they over here,
Yeah.
and then the wind blow. You feel me? So it's just like categorizing people like that.
So tell me more what it was like growing up in the South Side of Chicago.
Well, I grew up good. I never grew up broke or like poor or nothing like that. I grew grateful to God. My family was like into politics and stuff like that. So yeah, I grew up pretty like good. Never had to worry about nothing monetary. But environment wise, it was rough. Like,
Yeah.
I'm from, y'all call it the low end. I'm from the hood, basically. But cause I'm not finna lie, it was rough. Definitely, like a lot of violence, a lot of crime, a lot of gun violence, especially. Like it environment wise was a no. Like,
Yeah.
for real. Like, you got a lot of these, I'm gonna say not girls, but like people overall. People got this persona of wanting to be from the hood. Like, y'all don't want to be from
the
there.
hood.
What is wrong with you? Like, I'm just being real. Like, environment wise, I would prefer to be from the suburbs because
Yeah.
I don't gotta see and hear a lot of that. Like, I ain't gotta wake up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, police sirens. Like, police sirens and ambulances is my alarm clock. That's not a good thing. Like,
Yeah. That's true.
but it's like, as I'm growing and as I'm coming into different rooms and growing in the industry, it's like, it's a new season I'm embracing. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm leaving that behind. Like, people, I do these interviews, people be like, okay, where you from? I'm from the hood, but it's so much more to me than just being from the hood. It's so much more to every person from an urban area than just being from an urban area. You
Exactly.
get what I'm saying? Like, so many talented people from the hood, so many creative people, some of your most talented and most creative people are from the hood, but I'm just leaving that behind because it's like, I guess it's just me growing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like letting that go. Like, you know, you couldn't take a girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. I don't know. You could kind of take it out of me because it's like, I'm just not, you know, I ain't really embracing that no more. Like, that was me as like a kid, a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm grown now, you feel me? And I'm experiencing more in life. So it's like, it's leaving me now.
But like, what's the hardest part about that? Like, what's the hardest part about evolving in general as a person?
The familiarity and comfortability. Like, it's all I'm comfortable with. The hood, it's all I know. So
Yeah.
I ain't, you feel me? I ain't never been outside of that unless I was traveling with family. So it's like, just kind of knowing it's more out there for me.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying like, oh, I'm Tia Marie from the hood. No, just let that go.
It's like, that's part of the story, but that's not my whole story.
Right.
And I like how you said like that familiarity, the comfortability, because I notice when we grow the most, that's when we're most uncomfortable.
And
If it's scary, it's good.
and it's scary, but it's not a scary like, oh, I'm on the wrong path or I'm lost or I'm going down the wrong road. God is with me, so I know I'm
Period.
not lost and I'm not tripping or nothing. But it's just, it's time to let it go because I'm getting
Yeah.
older, like, and I'm being in front of more people. Like, that ain't just all of who I am. So.
Exactly. So let's kind of pivot because, you know, you do a lot of different things. What do you do on your downtime? Like, how do you relax, center yourself as Tia Marie?
I chill. Like I lay down, lay back, chill, because I have like such a busy schedule. So it's
Yeah.
like when I got the time, I either sleep or I like chill, watch scary movies. That's like my favorite genre of like movies.
You
Chill
like
on
scary
my cat.
movies?
I love scary
What's your favorite
movies.
scary movie?
Girl, so many of them. Chucky. Child's
Gee.
Play.
Oh. See,
Chucky ate down. I love Chucky. All of them. From Cult of Chucky all the way to Child's Play. Like
I'm just saying, I know someone else that loves Chucky, and that person may be watching, and that's just gonna be really funny. Let's just say that. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
yes, I love horror movies, girl. I was just watching Child's Play the other day.
Really?
And it's odd enough I was watching it on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Just chilling in the house with a bag of Doritos, chilling with my cat, watching Child's Play. Just-
Period.
Yeah. I love horror movies though, but pretty much I just chill in my downtime.
Yeah.
Probably stay in the house. I'm like a homebody. I only go out when I have to.
I feel that. I'm like in between, and people may not know that about me because like I like to be out, but like I do appreciate my alone time
Yes.
more than being outside.
Yes.
And I feel like that happens the more you kind of find yourself because you realize, oh, I'm a dope person.
Yeah.
You know, let people work to see me. Let me spend some time with myself.
Yeah.
So I see you, girl.
Not only that, outside is expensive.
Yeah, look, with inflation.
Outside. It costs $200 just to walk outside.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it. Oh.
It's like you go in, your bank account's like, wow.
Yeah, and then my bank account looking like, now why you outside? And I'm just over here like, I don't know.
It's like I just want to have some human interaction.
Yes. I can't afford it. Someone gonna interact with this TV. For real.
Period. Oh my goodness, this has been such an amazing convo.
Thank you for having me again.
Of course. Period. So I just want to go back to, from modeling standpoint, like just the industry. What do you hope it evolves into? Like what you see now versus like where you would like it to go?
Looking at like the fashion, where I'm gonna touch on fashion and modeling.
Yeah.
Because those are like two completely different things. I don't know why everybody think it's one.
Mm,
But
speak on it.
fashion is like, you know, the clothing you wear, the garments you wear, like the designer designs and stuff like that. I've been seeing a lot lately that they don't really take fashion as serious anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen they have these fashion shows now where you wear trash on the runway. You wear garbage on the runway. I'm not a fan of that too much. I've seen where in some of these fashion shows, in the higher up fashion shows, they have like bodies as model, like not bodies as models. Of course they have models, but they're bodies, but it's the clothing. So it's like you walking down the runway, but you wearing a person like it's a shoulder bag. Like,
Interesting.
yeah. And then
Whoa,
I've seen a
there's-
couple different things, and I'm not really a fan of it because, you know, fashion clothing, I love big colors. I love big garments. Like when it
Yeah.
comes to my inspiration for fashion, I would say that's Lady Gaga.
Yes.
She
when you
eats.
said it, yeah. When you said it, when you're, yeah.
She eats. Like,
Yeah.
I love her style because it's big, it's out the box. It's something that's going to make you go, damn. Like, I love that. You feel me? And I want to have that same eye-catching attention.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm looking at these fashion shows, I don't give the whole, dang, oh my gosh, that looks great. It's giving more of a, now why?
Why'd you show up like this?
It's,
like,
shout out to the whole concept of wearing trash is fashion, but I just feel like you can't make everything into fashion. Certain things, yes, but come on now. You just want to be honest here. Wearing a garbage bag or like, you know, cut up garbage on the runway, I don't know. I personally don't think that's a clean look for me personally. Now, for other people it might be different, but for my personal taste, I personally wouldn't do it. And it's not nothing like, oh, I'm not comfortable with myself or, oh, I'm insecure, but it's just, I just don't think that's really too good of a look. Because it's like, I don't think fashion should be taken as a joke. If you in this industry and this is your dream and this is something you want to do, you
like
should take it
what's
seriously.
exactly like what's the intention behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to you don't want your intention to look like you running out of ideas.
Yeah. Who? Oh,
For real. You don't want it to look like you running out of ideas, so you got these girls on the runway just wearing anything. No, I feel like we should still have a clear, concise
That's a
path
word.
here. We should still have a vision for it. But the whole trash on the runway thing is just a no.
What about modeling in its sense?
Modeling, I think Cause I'm thinking back to the 90s, like Naomi Campbell,
Yes.
Tyra Banks,
Yes.
Bella Hadid. It's a couple Cindy Crawford. I know that's not the 90s, but like when it comes to modeling, I like a nice uniform but strong look. Like, you ever seen a lioness walk? Like in her pride? Like on Animal Planet?
I'm trying to think. Yes.
That's what I
Okay.
like. Like powerful, but like, you know, simple, strong. Like I love that. Like that's kind of how my walk is. Like the only thing you really see move is like my hips.
So you want that
like
style of catwalk to stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong, natural, simple, but fierce. Like you saying something without saying it. Like
I feel like I'm curious. You know Rihanna's fashion shows.
yeah.
I feel like in my opinion, I feel like they do a good job of that.
They do.
Yeah, and I love how it's different body shapes and everything. What is your take on like her shows?
I love how, especially Rihanna, especially her, she embraces all body types.
Yeah.
I love that because, you know, back in the day, they just used to want the super skinny
Like
models.
literally the negative zeros.
Yeah, and I'm not no negative zero. So it's like, I'm not wearing no 2-size dress. Like, nah, you know, embrace women of all shapes. You feel me? Not only that, there might be one girl out there that she don't embrace her body shape or she's insecure, she's not confident. Embrace that yourself. Like, don't look to another person and be like, oh, like, don't compare yourself. Don't look to another person and be like, oh, well, I don't look like them, so, no, you look good just the way you is. You look good without the surgeries, without the body contouring and all this stuff they do. If you fat, embrace that. You're beautiful. Like, God didn't make us all to look the same or be the same. It's individualism. Embrace that. You're not going to look like the next 10 girls, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And if you're around a group of people that's telling you that that's not okay, then you around the wrong people, honestly. Like,
period.
Embrace that. If you got stretch marks, I have stretch marks. Embrace that.
I do too.
Period. Embrace that. Like, for example, like moms, you feel me? Like, you know, your body changes after you have a baby. Embrace that change. Like, don't feel bad and don't feel because your stomach look different or your size might change. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You a woman. One, you're going to go through the up and down weight changes. But not only that, you shouldn't just embrace your body as a whole because it's your body. Your body is a temple. God gave you this for free. Like, you ain't getting another one.
Yeah.
So you might as well just embrace it. You're going to be here for a while. So
period.
Embrace all of it, I feel like.
Wow. Give it up for Tia Marie. Like, I'm just like, wow. So what is next for you?
I am filming for like some upcoming stuff.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm not gonna say too much, but y'all gonna see it when it's gonna drop.
Okay.
I have a fashion show coming up at the Promontory in Hyde Park, March 15th for
period.
Support Your Homies fashion show. So you all be able to check that out. You can the link will be in my bio on Instagram.
Okay, period.
And also just some photo shoots and stuff coming up.
Okay.
But my look is changing. Like I normally have like an urban look. Like I touched on Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to dip into her style with it.
Oh, I can see that for you. Can yo, this is gonna be fire.
So I'm nervous about it because this is completely different. You know, being from the South Side, being from my side of town, you have to have like a certain baddie look or, you know, the typical look girls have. I passed that. I'm past
so
all
proud
that.
of you.
I need something new. Like,
I mean, look, I can see it for you and beyond. Like for real. It's only up. Period.
Thank you.
So we're talking about embracing all of your seasons. What advice do you have for viewers that are also trying to embrace all their seasons?
I would say take the time to learn yourself.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that. Take the time to learn yourself no matter what. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. Like, when you in the process of embracing yourself and you're embracing the new things you're learning about yourself, you'll have a lot of people that try to tell you, oh, that's not who you are, this is who you are. And you'll be surprised to find out a lot of people do not know who they are themselves. So, I mean, for example, like I know who I am, I know what I like, I don't like. I'm not going to take the time out of my day and step out of my zone and tell somebody who they are and who they're not. You know, when people truly know themselves, I feel like you know what you're capable of, and there's a part of yourself where you don't know what you're capable of, and that's another part you got to embark on, a whole nother journey you got to embark on and learn and all of that. But when you're embracing all of your seasons, stay diligent, focus on yourself, And not only that, it's crazy and sad you have to say this, but be willing to lose people. Like, when you setting those boundaries and you setting those standards, unfortunately, you're going to lose people. That's just what it is. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But when you're setting those boundaries, a good thing to remember is it's going to weed out the bad people, but it's not going to scare off the good people. The people that's necessary to you in your life and whatever field you in, whether you a football player, a dancer, a rapper, it don't even matter. Like, those good people aren't going to be scared off by your boundaries because they understand. They get it. So.
Period. So how do you make every day a yay?
Well, I'm a homebody.
Period.
So staying in the house, listening to music.
That's true.
Also,
that's real.
How do I make every day a yay? I pray.
Yeah.
I pray. Like, I pray. I got my little heart-shaped pillow. I put it on the floor, get on my knees, and I just pray. Like, literally, that's really the only way. I can't name nothing materialistically or monetary or temporary.
It's in the spirit.
Yeah. Literally, like, because I know God up that He listening. He hears me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you going through something bad and you want to make your day a yay, pray. It literally rhymes. Like,
I was going to be like, that's a whole bar, y'all. Okay. T-shirt coming soon.
Okay. It worked. So, yeah.
Wow. Give it up again for Tia Marie. Like, I've been growing so much. Everyone in this room has just been feeling your presence, and I'm so excited for viewers to also absorb your message. So how can we support you?
What y'all can do is follow me on Instagram at Tia Marie Modeling. I'm gonna spell it out for y'all. TIAMARIE So you just follow me on Instagram. Also, you can follow me on TikTok at T Marie Modeling. So it's just T Marie and then modeling. Yeah, so I do a lot of stuff. I promote my modeling on my TikTok. I just started doing that, actually.
I'm glad.
On Instagram. Yeah, I got some good stuff coming up. So.
Yes! Yes! Thank you all so much for joining us. And remember, you have the power to make every day a yay! Woo!